What is going on, YouTube? You already know what time it is. We got to get back into the gameplay. The United Sim Football Association is just getting started with season number 10. 2 games down in week number 1, 4 more to go, and we'll start out with our last doubleheader of the week, which will feature which will start out with the Charlotte Royals taking a trip to Washington State to take on the Tacoma Eruption. Sorry about that, my brain kind of glitched there, but we gotta keep the games rolling as always. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all these various affiliates here. We got the Charlotte Royals, who are coming fresh off of defeat within the United Bowl for the 2nd straight season, and they got one of their heavy hitters in Kai Coco taking the trip to Tampa, so we'll see him a little bit later on this week, but they do have Vic Dotson, Hank Falco coming fresh off of a great season where he did get into the mix and he actually won the MVP controversially, but he did win it. That's what the voters said. That's what the voters did. And he did end up winning that one. The defense is reloaded with a lot of pieces. They got some new receivers. Going to be fun watching these new players here for Charlotte as they move away from Kai Coco. And on the other side, they have a lot of familiar faces here in Tacoma. Sean Bridges looking to up his game from last season. He hasn't been in the playoffs, I believe, in the last 2 seasons, and he's looking to change that here. He does have his weapons like always. Jax Jackson Jr., the new wide receiver that got selected in the draft, and then of course you got the defense that is steadily improving. Kaiser Washington at cornerback. They got John Carter at safety, among a few other players like Jacob Copeland, Alpha Wolf, all the good stuff. And don't forget that great defensive lineman on the edge named King Maximus. He's trying to get back in the 10+ sack campaign this year, so he wants to start out on a great note. It's going to be a fun ride as always. We're going to keep it moving, show some love, like I said, to everybody that's keeping us up and keeping us safe. But without further ado, I think we're ready to get some football action rolling. I'm ready if you guys are ready, and I'm going to go ahead and flip it down. Let's go ahead and get into it. Once again, best of luck to both teams here as we set up with Charlotte, starting with the football, and it's going to be a fun ride as always. Show some love, make sure you get into the mix. Looks like Tacoma will be on defense here, but Hank Falco's trying to get something cooking. They're going to throw it to the right side, a juke move, and there goes MJ Witten for his first official catch of the USFA. Going to be a fun ride here as always, as he is more than likely going to be the number 2 wide receiver there to their new wide receiver named Montezuma Popico. Got to get some of these names right, you know what I'm saying? As we see the handoff there by Doc Boone, who's pushing to the 39, and this first carry is a successful one. That's going to make it 1st and 10 coming. Make sure I get the defense for you right there. As you can see, a little bit of the people currently on the field, and that's something I'm doing, so make sure you show some love. As we see a false start there on the O-line, take it backwards a little bit. It's 1st and 15 coming. Looking middle of the field and caught by Witten, who's going to get majority of those yards. Right back, 2nd and 1 coming up here for Charlotte. Can't wait to see what else is in store in this season. Who's going to come out on top? That's the main question that we have here. As we see the pass, looking for a man, going to launch this one towards Vic, who is going to catch it for his first of the season. The only player in USFA, or only player in the USFA from last season to go triple digits in the catch column. And he's already starting out early with the gain of 4. That'll be another first down. That'll put them in Tacoma territory. As it looks like they're going towards the Wildcat here. See if they can get Doc Boone in some favorable spots. But the defense of Tacoma does hold them to a gain of 3. Definitely interesting there. Great job by Alpha Wolf there. Getting in the backfield. Or getting in the backfield to try to drag him down. We'll see what happens on this play here. 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Like I said, the season's just getting started. And they're going to go ahead and try the ground game again. And it's a juke move. And it's going to be a little shy thanks to the other defensive player that held him away. But Patrick McGowan did his best to hold him away from the first. We'll see what happens on third down. Charlotte trying to get something cooking on the road. Tacoma trying to let the team on the other side know that you're in the wrong place to be acting like you run stuff here. But they're going to go and try to pass, middle of the field, and caught. There goes backup tight end Hex Waters. And he's going to take it to the 30-yard line. 4 for 4 on the day here for Hank Falco. Is going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. No big plays up to this point, but still got plenty of time. We'll see what happens here. Looking for a man. Going to pass this one. Taking off to run. Running backwards and slings this one away without looking. And that goes straight out of bounds. I don't know how he had the arm strength to make that happen, but he's going to take that one for an easy first. Well, easy incompletion. Charlotte looking to get something cooking. Gonna look past this short to Vic, and he's gonna turn up, trying to hurdle a guy. I thought I seen a hurdle, but that's a big play nonetheless for number 87, trying to triple up on the tight end of the year award. He's won 2 in a row, I believe, maybe even 3. Oh, he did try to hurdle. That was awesome. I didn't see that before. That was a great job there from Vic for holding on. But it's going to be 1st and 10 coming, looking for a man. Will they throw it to him again? No, they will not. They're just going to throw it away here. 2nd and 10 coming up. Charlotte with the solid drive up to this point. When we flip the field, I'll flip the images on your screen, and then we could continue on with the mix. Best of luck once again to everybody. And that's another false start penalty here. And that's a little bit of an issue there with some of these offensive linemen. If you don't have the top linemen, that's definitely a tough break there. 2nd and 15 coming up here. Charlotte says they're going to put your world up on that shelf. If you keep messing around, they're going to give it to Doc Boone, who's going to fight his way close to the 10-yard line, getting some of those yards back. And now it's 3rd and 8. Looking to get something cooking here. They could still get the first down if they don't get the touchdown, but it does open up the offense here. Let's see what they got cooking. The bunch at the top, they do have Doc Boone there as well. Gonna look, gonna keep on looking. Takes off to run and throws this one away again. And the defense of Tacoma stands tall here in the red zone. Been seeing a lot of red zone stops so far. Maybe the defenses they're starting to get a little bit easier for them, trying to hold them to more field goals. But that's going to set up the field goal team. Jake Parkey, he had himself a passing touchdown. So definitely one of the top dogs here this season for sure. Kick is going to be up and kick will be good. As we set up here, 3-0. See right there, Popico doing his thing. See the rest of the O-line here. I don't know why they keep showing the offense that was just on, but hey, it is what it is. Look at Vic Dotson as well, down to the bottom left of your screen. As I go ahead and flip over to the big homies in Tacoma, since they will be on offense soon. And then the Charlotte defense there should be up there for you. And Tacoma's going to start out with the kneel down, as that is going to be James Peach on the return. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Let's see what they could do. Single back set. Davin Brewer is right there looking for a man again, launching this left side and no one home. There's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up here. Second and 10, looking for a man to launch it to. Going to take off to run off the back foot and no one home. As Sean Bridges still searches for his first completion of the game. There's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up. Gonna be passing it here, middle field, and caught, and there goes the big catch there. Nice job by the former Dragon. That's Isaiah Fowler, moving from the West Coast to the West Coast. He says he's going to help Sean Bridges be great. That's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. A great pass there. Going to be passing it again as Bridges trying to get to him. The blitz almost gets home and it forces a throwaway. So it's going to make it 2nd down and 10. Second down coming up here. Real tight formation. There is one receiver, but is going to go ahead and throw it to the tight end. There goes Joe Beasley, who's pushing forward, and I don't think he got the first, but he got real close. He's going to be a yard shot. 3rd and 1 coming up. And I will do my best to update them as the weeks go along, especially within weeks 1 through 7, since of course there's nothing finalized with the rosters yet. No, teams are still going to be trying to get the edge on this one, as it's going to be Davin Brewer pushing through 2 defenders, and he's going to make the job happen. There's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Would like to see a little bit more power there from Arn to make the stop, but it is what it is. Tacoma's on the move. They're inside Charlotte territory now, and they're going to stretch it, looking for some lanes, and there goes Arn Jacobson making the tackle there after a gain of 3 by Brewer. Tacoma looking to get back to that playoff action. This game wouldn't affect too much in regards to their playoff seeding, but at the same time, a win is a win. You want to get as many wins as you can, as that pass is going to be caught there by number 7. That's Jax Jackson Jr., the rookie. Undrafted. Well, he was drafted. He just wasn't in the ECFL. He came into the league. He says, I want to take part. And there goes his first official catch in the league. So congratulations, big homie. Going to send Fowler in motion. Going to fake it 2 times, looking for a man, and they're going to throw it. And that's off of the head of Fowler. He wasn't paying attention. Going to be 2nd down coming up. See, plays like that, you want the quarterback to throw it quicker. That way he has room to turn up and still keep his speed. But he would have started from a baseline right there, since he would have been standing still. We'll see if they change it up a little bit two tight ends set. Rocco McLovin and Big Homie looking for the middle and caught again. There goes James Peach making the catch. 1st and 10 coming up again. And Tacoma's on the move now. They're trying to turn up a little bit. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Taking off to run. Off the back foot, finds the middle. And going to make the catch again is Big Homie Fowler. 2nd and 2 coming up here. Charlotte looking for the stop. Gonna pass it again, looking for a man. Throws this one to the right side. Had Brewer open, but I think the pressure affected that one. Now it's 3rd and 2. Look, Caitlin Montaigne at the bottom left of your screen. And she's been in the league since the beginning. She's definitely one of the top players ever to play the game in the USFA. And they're going to go with the Wildcat here. They want to see if they can get him cooking. And he is inside the 5, down to the 2. Making it happen, Captain. Why not give it to 25? He's been doing great this season. Well, he's been doing great ever since he's been in the league, in my opinion. 1st and goal coming, and Tacoma's looking nice. This time they got Bridges out there, quarterback. They're going to pass it here, looking for a man. Protection's breaking down, and it's going to be the first sack of the game here for Charlotte, and it's a rookie. His name is Tyler Spatkins, and he's going to make the play. 2nd and goal coming up. Great job. As the Charlotte defense, they're trying to turn up a little bit. 5 seconds left. They might just let it rock to the end of the quarter. Flip the field. Yes, they will. Let's go ahead and do it. Best of luck to both of these teams. Looking for a man right side and caught. Gonna get tackled right around the 5-yard line, as that is going to be Rocco McLovin's first catch of the game, and he's going to pick up 7. And I'll go ahead and take it off. That's going to be the marker there. If both teams don't get some sort of score within the first quarter, we're going to keep it moving or something like that. I don't even know. But 3rd and goal here regardless. Looking for a man. Turns backwards and runs straight into a familiar face. A face that knows how to get some sacks. Shane Knox led the league last year and coming through with the first game of the season. Got to get one on the board. And that is going to halt this drive a little bit. 4th and goal coming up. Kick is going to be up here from Fire Starter Prodigy, and he will not get through. So we have ourselves a new ball game with less than 3 quarters left. 3-3 is your score, and Charlotte's coming back onto the field. Let's see what they can do. Sending this one away, and this one is a boomer all the way to the back of the end zone for a touchback. Charlotte back onto the field looking for their first touchdown. There's Bobby Boucher doing his thing. It's going to be a shotgun set to start this one off here for Charlotte. They're going to send Boucher in motion. Going to fake it to him. Looking for a man. Gonna throw it his way, and he will have his first catch, but he's going backwards on it. Kaiser Washington with the tackle. Gonna make a 2nd and 12 coming up. Close set here in the shotgun, passing it, looking middle of the field and caught. A juke move there, and there goes MJ Witten falling forward. He should pick up the first, and he does. Great job there by the big homie MJ Witten. 1st and 10 coming up here. Nice move there. The plant his feet and juke forward definitely helped him out for sure. 1st down coming. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man. Takes off to run, and he's just going to throw it over the head of who I believe is Hex Waters. I believe I see an 88 over there. It's going to be 2nd down coming up. Second and 10, quick pitch, right side, and going to be incomplete. Punched out of the hands of Vic Dotson. Kaiser Washington right there to make the play. So it's going to be 3rd down coming up. Look for the play. Passing this, and going to be incomplete again. Almost picked off once again by Kaiser Washington, who's just been playing stellar today in this ball game. And that's going to be another stop here from the Tacoma Tacoma defense. We'll see the punt team coming shortly. Gonna send this one away here. And it is going to be returned by Kaiser. It is going to take it past the 20 to around the 26. So definitely a great return to add on top of the great defense that he's been playing. Tacoma's back onto the field with the chance to take the lead. Let's see what they can do. As it looks like they're going straight with the Wildcat here. And they're going to go with the run, trying to find a hole. A spin move gets them nowhere. Caitlin Montaigne with the stop. And that's going to be a gain of 2 on the play. Second and 8 here, passing it left side and almost picked off. Giovanni Valentine dropped a gimme, but it's 3rd and 8 coming up. Going to be passing this left side and going to be almost picked off again. As that is going to be no good there. 4th and 8 coming up. A great job on defense. Charlotte's defense stands tall, giving their offense another chance. Sending this one away as fire starter Prodigy, and he unloads a bomb. Going to be returned to around the 30. And there goes Montezuma Pocopo there with the football. He's looking to get some catches next time around. We'll see what happens. 1st and 10 coming up. And he's going to be passing it here, looking, throws this one away. 7 for 14 so far here for Charlotte, trying to get something cooking. They're right at the exact spot, or near the exact spot they was when they punted the football earlier. They're trying to move this ball down the field. Both offenses having some issues. trying to get the kinks out. Gonna look, throws a short to Vic, who is going to make the catch, and he will get past the 40 there. So now make it 3rd and short here. 3 catches, 28 yards there for Vic. Looking left side and caught. There goes Doc Boone, who makes the catch, and that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up here for Charlotte. Going to be passing it again. Throws a short. There goes Hex, who's going to push through and get inside the 40 with that play. Passing attack working so far is going to be 1st and 10 again here for Charlotte. The offense trying to turn up a little bit. Single back set. 2 tight ends. And they're going to pass out of it again, looking, middle of the field, and caught. And there goes MJ Witten, who's going to fall inside the 15. Getting a lot of work in this ball game, and it's been working out for him. 1st and 10 here for Charlotte. They're in the red zone. 4 for 60 so far for the wide receiver who's trying to turn up. He's trying to get in that wide receiver of the year mix, I'm sure. Bunch at the top. And they do have Doc Boone there. They're going to pass it to Vic's way. No, they will not. They're going to throw a short. There goes Popico for his 1st catch, but I think he's going backwards on that play. So Boucher and Popico each getting catches, but not getting up the field with it. Got to send them a little bit deeper. Shotgun set. Going to hand it off to Doc Boone, who's going to turn up and gets close to the 10-yard line. They said to mark him at the 12. 3rd and 8 coming up here. Gonna pass this one again, looking for a man, turns up to run. There goes Falco, who wants to get it all himself, and he's going to push in, and he's going to take the touchdown. There goes Charlotte, and they're going to get their 1st of the season thanks to the legs of Falco. What a run there, and that stuff we're going to help him out for sure. That's why the quarterback wins the MVP sometimes. They do so much. It isn't just what they can do with the arms, it's how they maneuver, avoid the defense, and make plays happen. And looks like Charlotte will be the benefactor of that as they take the 7-point lead. 2nd quarter winding down here. Tacoma still has a chance to match that. The offense has been a bit up and down. They've had their moments, but they've only have 3 points to show for it at this current moment. So what's going to happen here as we see Tacoma come back onto the field? Sending this one away. It is going to be returned. Going to take it past the 20, and looks like he'll take it to around the 29-yard line. Tacoma back onto the field, trying to get something cooking. Empty set here for Tacoma. Gonna look to get something cooking. One player missed. That was Aaron Jacobson, but it looks like Giovanni, I'm about to call him Clementine, but Giovanni Valentine makes the tackle to hold him to a gain of 5. Passing it again, looking for a man left side. It's going to be caught, but not too much on the gain there. Isaiah Fowler brings it in. Going to get a gain of 2 out of that one. Three and a half minutes left in the second quarter. Passing it again, looking for a man, looking right side, and going to be almost picked off, as that is going to halt this drive. Charlotte's coming back onto the field real soon. He tried the deep pass there. I love the aggressiveness there, but there wasn't too much available over there. Once again, great defense here from Charlotte, who appears to be one of the favorites for the Eastern Crown this year. It's either them or it's Tampa Bay, from what we've been seeing. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 20 here for Charlotte. First and 10. Here comes the pass. Looking and going to be caught there by MJ Witten again in traffic. A gain of 8 on that play as the second quarter continues to wind down. Single back set. Doc Boone is back there. Not a lot of runs, by the way. Just sticking with the passing attack so far, as they're going to try it this time around. Sheds off one man and drags another man a few more yards. That's going to make it 1st and 10 here for Charlotte, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning more than likely. First and 10, 2-minute warning is here. Definitely could get something cooking for sure. See if they could right their wrongs, I suppose. Want to add some more points onto the board. Looks like they got Witten, Boucher, and Dotson there on the left side. Gonna look to throw it to Vic, and he will haul it in for another catch on the season. 2nd and 6 coming up. Kind of reminiscent of last year. Not really sending them too deep, but he's about as sure hand as you can ask for in regards to a tight end. He doesn't drop too many passes. Chances are, if it was a drop, it's because the sim actually calls it one because he get knocked out of his hands. Not too much you could do, but it looks like there's not much you could do when you have King Maximus on your back. That's going to be a loss of yards there. It's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up. Great job from number 99 making the play. Charlotte trying to do something here before the half. Less than 90 seconds. And they're going to go ahead and hike it here. Going to throw it right side and caught. And he just could not keep his feet in bounds so he could turn it upfield. He had the first down, but Doc Boone is going to have to get back to the sideline here. Unfortunate, because it looked like he had to move, like he had to extend fully to make that catch. And that's going to send it right back over to Tacoma. Punt is away, looking for the happy bounce, and he gets it a little bit, but it rolls harmlessly into the end zone. Jake Parkey couldn't quite get the pin he wanted to. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. Tacoma's back onto the field. Not too many big plays up to this point, but still got plenty of time. Gonna look for a pass here left side, and gonna be almost picked off. And honestly should have been picked off because he floated that one, and number 25 just could not get his hands on it. Or his hands around it, I should say. Passing it right side and caught. And there goes Rocco McLovin getting another catch on the game. It's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up. Passing it again, takes off to run, throws out the back foot and finds McLovin. Sheds off a man and gets to the 40, and they'll call that timeout. You never want to throw it across the body like that, but that's one thing that I've seen that Sean Bridges does very well. Even on the run, he just finds a way to put it in the perfect spot, and that was nice. Gonna pass it again, looking right side, and looks like they tried the in and out route there. Kind of rushed it. Gonna make it 2nd and 10. .25 is Chris Cook, by the way, on Charlotte, who missed that interception. The former New York Mafia. Going to pass it again, takes off to run, and Shane Knox almost had sack number 2, but luckily for Bridges, he was able to get his arm going forward. So that's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up. Going to pass it again, looking for a man right side. It's going to be off the back, and he still makes the catch. I don't know how he did that, but that was pretty sweet. It's going to be 10-3 here in the final portion here of the second. That was pretty crazy. I'm not even going to lie to you. Definitely a great way to get your first catch of the regular season. And it looks like it's going to be sending this one away to the right side. It is going to almost go out of bounds. That's going to go into the end zone for the touchback. So only a few seconds left here in this one before we switch over to the second half. Hope you have a blessed day. We got one more game later on tonight. Should be a fun ride as always. Handoff, here comes Doc Boone, and if he broke that tackle, he might still be running. A great job there from number 26, Patrick McGowan. 2nd and 6 coming up here. And that is going to go ahead and close out quarter number 2. Shout out to our affiliates, the GSB. Shout out to Goals, and shout out to the ECFL. And if you want to play some basketball, hockey, or college football, those will be the 3 leagues that you'll want to take advantage of. Make sure you get in the game. Also, shout out to Dubby and Paladim for holding us down in regards to our sponsors here for the 2nd straight season. We're going to keep it moving for you. Got to get that energy drink. I'm getting some more when I get paid. So I'll be all hyped up when I do the commentary. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the big homies there. It's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up here. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man again. Going to throw it right side, and it looks like the pressure affected it a little bit. I had Isaiah Fowler open, but just could not hit the mark. And it's going to be 3rd and 9. Get past the 35-yard line, you'll have yourself another first down. Tacoma trying to get something cooking here, looking for a man, looking left side and caught. Turns up, and 2 Royals slow him down, and that'll stop this drive. 4th and 3 coming up, a valiant effort, but it's kind of hard to beat 2 when you're only 1. 4th and 3 coming up. Sending this one away as Firestarter Prodigy, and it's going to be returned here, taking this one to the to the right side, and Montezuma Popico trying to get more acclimated into this ball game. He has yet to get a catch, or a positive catch I should say, but still plenty of time here. We're going to see what happens in this one. It's going to be 1st and 10. Gonna be hand this one off and taking it to around the 35-yard line. It's gonna be 2nd and 4 coming up. Second and 4 here. Gonna pass it again, looking for a man, goes right side, and he stays up and stays in bounds. There goes Doc Boone with the great play. That's definitely highlight worthy right there. It's 1st and 10 coming up. Wow. Look at that catch. It stays up, and then he keeps his feet in bounds, so he's able to turn up and get the first. You don't see too many plays like that, but that is why the USFA is the premier American football simulation league. It's going to be another carry there for Doc Boone, his 9th of the game. There's going to be 2nd and 6 coming up after that. Almost 5 yards of carry there for him so far, but he's got a lot of work. I'm sure he's not complaining too much here. Gonna be a handoff, and there goes Doc Boone with a full head of steam, and he's going to pick up the first. Well over 6 yards on that play, and now he's over 5 yards of carry. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. You see how fast he came out of the gate with that? That's just ridiculous. Single back set again, and they're going to pass it out of here, looking for a man, going to launch right side, and there goes Vic again, who's going to make a deeper catch a little bit further up the field. That's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Charlotte's moving steadily here. If the pass is on the mark, Vic will make it happen. As they move to more of a jumbo set here. On the cusp of the red zone as they hand it off. Great blocking, and there goes Doc Boone, and he's going to get into the red zone and a 1st down with it. Almost 6 yards of carry now. Here comes Doc Boone, turning up a little bit. It's 1st and 10 coming. And they're going to give it to him again. Why not? He's got the hot hand, and he's going to go forward, and he's going to pick up yet another 9-ish yards. Definitely trying to get that halfback of the year award for the 2nd straight season. A game like this will definitely get him on a good start. Doc Boone in the backfield. Vic Dotson's out there. Montezuma on the same side as Vic, looking for a man to throw it to. Going to throw it middle of the field, and there goes Montezuma. Go for his first official touchdown of the USFA. His 2nd catch is a big one, and that'll put Charlotte up 2 scores. Big homie wide receiver, the #1 overall draft pick. The user returning back to Charlotte. The former owner of Charlotte knew exactly where he was going with that pick. And that pick will make this potential game, not potential game, will make this game a deeper hole that Tacoma will have to dig themselves out of. So far, so good for Charlotte. They're not complaining. They're trying to get back into the mix. They're trying to get back to that United Bowl and actually win it this time around. But right now, Huntington Beach is still looking like that team to beat. I don't know if y'all seen the first game of the season. They had some stumbles, but they made it happen, and they got it happen, Captain. 1st and 10 coming up, Tacoma. They're looking to get something cooking here. They need something offensively to keep the drive alive, to give them a chance. Gonna be passing it here. Gonna hit as he throws, and that's going straight out of bounds. Sean Bridges throwing under 50% today. It's gonna be 2nd and 10 coming. What is Tacoma going to do now as time continues to wind down halfway through the 3rd? Here comes Bridges again, trying to get that completion back, and that is not going to work. Great defense again here from Charlotte, just not allowing those easier passes there for Bridges. And we're seeing a little bit of the issues we've seen from him last year. He just hasn't been able to get the momentum or keep the momentum going. And we'll see if that changes here as it's 3rd down and 10. Looking for someone open. Protection solid. He's going to throw it short to Rocco, and he's not going to have enough for the 1st down. A valiant effort for sure, but not going to be enough. It's going to be 4th and 5. Charlotte's coming back onto the field soon, folks. After this one, there'll be 3 more games left in week number 1. And then we're back into the fold, ladies and gentlemen. Every week, there's going to be more games. It's going to be a return here for Montezuma, fresh off of a touchdown. And he did make a nice move to get some extra yards there. So great job from him. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for Charlotte. Trying to get something cooking here. First and 10 coming up. Gonna pass it again, looking for a man. Takes off to run, throws it to Vic, who's trying to push through 2 defenders. Using that big body there, he's gonna pick up 8 on the play. Can never do a wrong decision if you're throwing it towards Vic Dotson. He'll take care of you. And that's what helped the guys like Doc Boone and Kai Coco from last year benefit. When you have that guy in the middle that just knows what to do with it. As you see Doc Boone pushing forward, he probably picked up 1. 3rd and 1 coming up here. Single back set here. They're going to pass it here. They're going to throw it towards Vic. And that is going to be almost picked off. He was not paying attention. A rare error there from Vic Dotson. Did not expect the ball to come his way and hit his back. He tried to turn around to grab it and almost went straight into a Tacoma defender's hands. But luckily for Charlotte, it went out of bounds. So, I mean, it hit the ground. So, going to be another punt here. Unforced error there by Tacoma will halt this drive, but they do have the 2-score lead currently. I'm sure they're not too upset, but I'm sure he's going to have a talking to on the sidelines. He has those moments. There's that Vic Dotson. He's still young in heart, but he's definitely got the experience to let people know, like, hey, I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Sean Bridges passing this left side and caught. There goes Rocco McLovin for yet another catch on the game. It's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. Going to pass it again. There goes Rocco McLovin. 2 catches in a row, and he's going to pick the 1st down up that way. 1st and 10 coming up here. And he's neck and neck there with Vic Dotson if we're talking catches. A little bit shy of the yards, but outside of that, can't be too mad at it. Rocco McLovin doing a valiant effort, doing what he can. But the offense as a whole needs to turn up. If they want to come back in this one, looking and run straight into a crowd, and he ends up throwing it away. So now they're back, or now he's back at 30%. Sorry, not 30%, at 50% on 30 attempts. 15 for 30. So far, the Charlotte defense is making it very difficult here for Sean Bridges. Going to pass it again, looking for a man right side. Leaps for it as Brewer and tackled immediately right after the catch. It's going to be a gain of 3. 3rd and 7 coming up. Looks like a bot player made the tackle there. Weak eye formation here. Going to be passing it, looking for someone to throw it to, launching it left side, and that's going to be picked off. It's going to be returned, taking it past the 40, a spin move, and that's Jamal Adams Jr., the rookie, making the play here. That's going to be 1st and 10 Charlotte. Looking to take off to run, trying to get away from the rush. Makes one man miss, and he's going to get close to the 1st down mark. Looks like Daniel Stover tried to make the play, but definitely couldn't catch up to Falco. He was already on the move. And we're talking about former players that was on, or former users that was on Charlotte. If you remember a player called Pac Trescott, that is who Jamal Adams Jr. actually is on this team now. So once again, going for the players, or going for the users that have great business here in Charlotte, working out in their favor so far as they pick up the 1st there by Doc Boone, and the great run game continues. Got a couple more plays maybe before the end of the 3rd. And they're going to give it to him again. Why not? And he's going to fight for more than likely another 4 or so. Over 80 yards rushing here. Going to make it 2nd and 6 coming up. Should have one more play here before the end of the 3rd. And they are going to hand it off and dragging a man down to the 20-yard line, back at the 17. And that is going to be how we close the 3rd. Throw your forwards in the chat for your boy if you miss me. There's going to be a pass here. They're going to throw it straight to Vic, who's going to try to spin up, and he's going to pick up around 9 on the play. Make that 8. A steady security blanket is Vic Dotson, growing out dreads like his twin. Out in Huntington Beach, going to be a fun ride watching them two meet up again, but he says he still has some work to do against Tacoma. I'm sure he'd love a touchdown, but you got to find him. They're going to throw it his way. Sheds off one man and drags a man to the other side of the end zone, and that is how you repay your tight end, Vic Dotson. He makes it happen again. Charlotte on top. Tried to punch it out from him. That ain't gonna happen. Kick is gonna be up. Kick is going to be good, and it is a 3-score lead here for the Charlotte Royals. Tacoma cannot find any life here in their offense, and it's shown in this one. You'd hate to see it, especially with all the moves that they made, but this is a new owner here. He's still trying to feel things out. The team, although most of the players are here from last season, they're still trying to find that footing so they can really dig in and punch it to the other team. But Charlotte is a team that can make any team look crazy. So I wouldn't like take this one to heart. There's still 13 more weeks. Granted, the game ain't over, but I'm just saying in general. Jake Parkey sending this one away. Let's do it. Going to be returned here. Taking this one to around the 25-yard line. And that's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. See the yards disparity there, 296 to 124. Definitely need to change that here, as Bridges going to take off to run, looking for someone to throw it to. Going to launch this one deep, and he tried to drag the toes. Was Rocco McLovin. A great effort, but just not enough room there for him to make the play. That's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Looks like he had maybe a pinky toe in, but that was really about it. You wanted to see that pass maybe a little bit earlier there from Bridges so they can give him a chance to make a play, as that pass is going to be caught and he's slung down by the Greek god as he picks up 3rd and 3. Jax Jackson Jr. Only 2 catches so far in the game. They've done pretty good to limit his ability here. Third and 3, passing it again, looking for a man. Right side is going to be caught. Keeps his feet in bounds, and Montaigne wrangles him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Tacoma's on the move here. Once again, a very heavy passing set here, but the run game is pretty non-existent up to this point, as it's going to be caught by Isaiah Fowler. Trying to get something cooking here at 2nd and 3 coming. Bridges again passing it, looking for a man, running out of room, and there's going to be a strong safety sack. That's Kenny Bombard doing his thing, the 3rd in the game here for Charlotte, and that will make it 3rd and 9. Third and 9 here, passing it, looking for a man, looking left side, and gonna be caught, and there goes Jax Jackson Jr. with the route running. He says, you better watch out, I'll hit you with a choo-choo. And he hit him with that move there. Great job there from the rookie. 1st and 10 coming up. Looks like Jamal Adams Jr. there with the tackle. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in the 4th. Going to be passing it again. Protection's breaking down, and he's already escaping the pocket, looking to get something cooking, and he's going to get snuck as he was trying to turn up. Tyler Spatkins will get a sack, his 2nd on the game. And that stuff will going to help out his rookie, defensive rookie of the year campaign. Can't be mad at it. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man. Once again, taking off to run. This time he's going to go forward, and he's just going to slide it out, avoiding the hit there. He's seen Aaron Jackson, was like, I'm good, bro. 3rd and 4 coming up. I'm not going to flip that coin, okay? We're just going to take it to the next play. 7 minutes left in the 4th. Tacoma trying to get something cooking. At the very least, give the crowd something to cheer about. The offense has been up and down, but that pass will help out. Another catch by Isaiah Fowler. Going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. 6 catches on the game there for his debut in Tacoma. Moved from Dallas, Texas to Tacoma, Washington. So had to go up a little bit north, but he says a little bit colder. He said he used to it. Going to be passing it. They send a blitz. It don't get home, and that was almost picked by Arn Jacobson. And honestly, it should have been. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second and 10 here. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man. And he's going to go ahead and launch this one to the end zone and overthrows everybody. Ran out of room. If there was a little bit more room, like if they were around like midfield, I think that would be a touchdown in my opinion. But you got to take a little bit off the dial on that one. It's 3rd and 10. But you'd rather miss it long than short, because if it was short, that would have went straight to the defensive player there. Pump fake, quick pitch to Rocco, trying to turn up for the first. Not the burst that you need to make that happen. That's going to be 4th and 4. Got to expect the offense to stay on the field. try to get something cooking here in this later portion of the game. I guess that's my catchphrase for the season. Get something cooking. Fourth and 4, looking for the pass again, looking right side and wide open. Jackson Jr., JJJ, Triple J, what do you want to call them? That's going to be 1st and 10, and Tacoma's in the red zone right now. Less than 5 minutes left in the fourth. They're going to give it to Brewer, who makes one man miss, and Arn Jacobson was right there to make the stop. A gain of 5 on the play. Bunch at the top of your screen. Gonna pass it again, looking left side, is gonna be caught once again by big homie McLovin, who's gonna fight for the first, picking up around 6 when they only needed 5. They're down to the 9, and Tacoma's trying to score here. Lakota Senten Wakua, he was also a Pro Bowler. He doing his thing. Passing it again, looking middle field, and they're going to be dropped there by Rocco McLovin, who potentially had a good chance for his first touchdown, but not to be. 2nd and goal coming up. Drop back here for Bridges. Right side is going to be caught, and there goes Rocco McLovin again. He's been getting a lot of work here in this ball game. His 9th catch in his first game, so definitely a great job there from him. The tight end position, very underrated in my personal opinion. Gonna go ahead and push forward and gets to the 2-yard line. 7 for 20 so far today. And it's 4th and goal now. Once again, got to expect Tacoma to go for this one. See if they could punch it in. You would love to get a touchdown in your first game at the very least, even if it doesn't come by way of a victory. Less than 2.5 minutes left. Shotgun set. There's going to be a pass. Looking for a man. Middle of the field. They're going to be incomplete. As it looks like, I couldn't quite tell. I don't know if it was a drop or if there was a defensive player there, but regardless of that, Charlotte has the football back, and they're going to see if they can get themselves some breathing room here. Got to expect a lot of usage of number 1 here for the rest of the game. Charlotte did what they needed to do, as we see them go backwards, and they almost got caught up there, but not to be. Gonna take it to the 2-minute warning. They're going to go ahead and stretch this one to the right side, and there's a flag on the play, so got expected to be on Charlotte. Back them up and try it again. 2nd and 11 coming up. That'll stop the clock as well, so that should aid Tacoma. See if they could try to get the ball back. "50 plays, 30 of which being passes." Looks like they declined the penalty, actually, but it looks like King Maximus is going to make sure he doesn't go too far. 4th and 8 coming up here. And this one is going to be sent away by Jake Parkey. Going to be returned here from Kaiser Washington, who gets to midfield, and that's really about it. So this will more than likely be the last time we see the offense here for Tacoma. Might as well make good use of it. Or at least in regards to this game. They got plenty more games, like I mentioned earlier, left. But definitely not the greatest of showings that we've seen from Tacoma. Definitely an up and down bag. There was some positives that you could take from it as they try it to the right side. That is definitely one of the positives right there, number 20. And you can subtract 5 from that, and you can get the other correlation as to who that great bright spot is, and that's Rocco McLovin, who had himself a solid game. They're going no huddle here. Charlotte looking for the knockout punch on defense, maybe even another sack, and they might be able to get it, but looks like Bridges was smart enough to throw that one away. 3rd and 2 coming. Third and 2 coming up. Going to send 3 at him. Doesn't get home. The pass is going to be caught. And it looks like Brewer actually almost got away from there. But they're going to go ahead and call the timeout here with 31 seconds left. See if they can give themselves uno mas chance to get something going. Crowd kind of silent here, seeing their team go into defeat for the first week of the season. You hate to see it, but it's part of the process. Oh, there's going to be a sack, though. I believe that's Tyree Wells, number 97, coming through with the play, and that's the 5th sack of the game here for Charlotte. Gonna pass it here again, looking for a man. Right side is going to be caught. Turn it up. Trying to get out of bounds, and does. And that will stop the clock at the very least. That's going to make it 3rd and 5. Gonna pass this one again, looking for a man. Gonna launch this one, end zone, and gonna be picked off again. It's gonna be Kenny Bombard, a sack and an interception in this game for him, and that'll close this one out. What a game here from Charlotte to start this one off. There's going to be a handoff. It's going to get even better there for Doc Boone, who's going to crack the century mark to close the game. And that is going to be the end of it on this one, folks. Final score is going to be 24-3. And Charlotte came out swinging. The offense kind of sputtered in the beginning, but they got the job done nonetheless. So great job by all of those guys there. As we go ahead and check into the stats here. Looks like starting out, you got 24-3, like I said, for Charlotte. Looking at the stats real quick. See 3 for 8 there for Charlotte on third down. 8 for 18 there for that's not about to say Huntington Beach, but for Tacoma. But 18 third downs in comparison to 8. That's just how efficient Charlotte was in regards to moving the football down the field. Averaging 2 third downs that are actually set up for you in a quarter. That's just pretty ridiculous. The red zone right there. Looks like Tacoma did have a chance, but they just could not get into the end zone. But looking at the possession time, Tacoma did have the ball more, but not by much. Pretty even nonetheless. Looking at the stats here, Sean Bridges 28 for 51 for 2 interceptions. You hate to see it there. You want to see a little bit better from him, but that Charlotte defense is nothing to sneeze at. Okay, Hank Falco on the other side doesn't quite have the yard total here, 187, but he was accurate as he needed to be. Almost 3 out of every 4 of his passes were completed, and he did get 2 TDs as well. Looking at the longest passes, only 24 yards, so both secondaries looking really nice in this one. Doc Boone, like I said, he cracked that 100 mark with that last carry, so great job from him. Davin Brewer 7 for 20, Hank Falco 2 for 21 and a touchdown. Sean Bridges 1 for 6. Looking at the yards after contact, you see right there 50 of his yards were after contact almost. That's crazy. And the longest carry of the game actually goes to the halfback with the 12-yarder, and I believe that was a touchdown as well, so great job there from him. Looking at the receiving side of things, Rocco McLovin doing his thing, 9 for 61 in his first game. Isaiah Fowler, 7 for 55. Davin Brewer, 6 for 41. Jax Jackson Jr. With 4 for 38. James Peach only had 1 catch, but it was for 18 yards. And Joe Beasley had 1 catch for 9 yards. Only 1 drop, and that was from McLovin. And the longest catch goes to James Peach there with that 18-yarder. Looking at the other side, looks like Vic Dotson led the way in yards and in receptions. Tied touchdowns there with Coco right there, but 8 for 74 and a touchdown there for Vic Dotson. Can't be too mad at it. MJ Witten 5 for 68. Doc Boone 4 for 18. Montezuma Popico there 2 for 7 and a touchdown. Hex Waters 2 for 22. And Bobby Boucher only had 1 catch, but those for -2 yards. So going to be looking to see if we can get that rolling for sure. Make sure that he's taken care of. And then MJ Wooden there, we'll see the longest of 24 yards there for the big homies. So got to look to see how they improved their receiving game as well. Caitlin Montaigne doing her thing with 11 tackles. Lakota with 8. Aaron Jacobson with 8. Kenny Bombard with 7. Giovanni Valentine, the rook, gets 6. Alpha Omega with 3, the rookie. John Smith doing his thing with 2 tackles. Shane Knox there with 2. Tyler Spatkins with 2. Jamal Adams Jr. with 2. Tyree Wells with 1. Hex Waters, the tight end, gets 1, and Chris Cook doesn't have any tackles, but I'm pretty sure he has a pass deflection, so we'll see him later. Tyler Spatkins leads the way with 2 sacks on the game. Great job from the rookie, number 7, doing his thing. Tyree Wells, Kenny Bombard, and Shane Knox each have 1. Kenny Bombard and Jamal Adams Jr. each get an interception. Great job from them. And then a lot of pass deflections here. Chris Cook with 2. Montaigne gets 1. Jamal Adams gets 1. Bot gets 1. Giovanni Valentine gets 1. Aaron Jacobson gets 1. And Kenny Bombard also gets 1. So great job there from them. No fumbles or anything like that. That's all the defense stats here. On the other side, we got Patrick McGowan doing his thing with 10 tackles. Tyrewire England with 5. Perrin Ibarra with 4. Daniel Stover, the rookie, gets 4. King Maximus ends the game with 4 tackles. Alpha Wolf with 3. John Carter with 3. Najee Wyatt with 3. Goofy Goober there with 3 as well. Kaiser Washington with 2. Jacob Copeland with 2. Carlton Rhodes with 2. Evan Hunt with 2. Joe Beasley with 1. And that's all the users there doing their thing. Perrin Ibarra there with 1 tackle. Tackle for loss, along with Kaiser Washington, Daniel Stover, King Maximus, and Carlton Rhodes each having a tackle for loss. Sack wise, there's nothing there. Interceptions, there's nothing there. Kaiser Washington with the only 2 pass deflections. Honestly, should have been interceptions on both of them. They were right in his hands, but just couldn't hang on. No fumbles or anything like that. Kicking wise, Firestarter Prodigy with his first game, he knocks down 3 points, the only 3 points for them. Jake Parkey adds in 3 points with the field goal, and then he also gets 3 for 3 on the extra points, so pretty much doubling what Prodigy did, but can't be mad at that. Punting wise, looks like they both were pretty even on this side. 44 for Prodigy, 54 for Prodigy, and 55 there for Parkey. So great job there from them. James Peach 3 for 72. Bobby Boucher 1 for 21 in regards to the kick return. Punt return wise, Popico did a great job in his first game at punt return, 12.5 in regards to that. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up here. As we go ahead and check out the summary real quick, mostly Charlotte, as they started with the field goal, then Tacoma tied it up, then it was all Charlotte from here. Hank Falco got the touchdown run in the second quarter. In the third quarter, Popico gets his first touchdown, and then Vic Dotson gets his first touchdown of the season here in this ball game. So we'll go ahead and wrap this one up here. We're going to go ahead and transition to game number 4 coming soon on Twitch. So make sure you watch out for that ball game here. You see it in front of you. It's going to be Anchorage at St. Louis. So we're going to see the big homie Starchy Trav try to start out his season right, fresh out of his first playoff berth, along with the big homies. And we get to see the first crack at the not Rebecca Montaigne era. So the post Rebecca Montaigne era here for St. Louis. They're looking to shock the world as well. They're rated currently as the lowest rated team, but they got a lot of heart, and I want to see it tonight. So make sure you show some love. We will be back again, and we'll talk to you later.